Hello students, today I am going to explain chapter 2 and you will learn about kingdom classification. So first, see what is classification. Classification is the grouping of things based on some common criteria. Now question arises why this classification is needed. Means what is the importance of classification? Classification makes our study easier and systematic. It connects the one organism with another organism. Classification helps in studying the process of evolution and it highlights the relationship between the two different organisms. It helps us to identify different organisms. Now, classification is of two types: artificial system of classification and natural system of classification. In artificial system of classification, the organisms are categorized based on their superficial characteristics or the physical features like size and body parts and their lifespan. In artificial system of classification, two eminent philosophers are there whose theories are accepted to a very much extent. First one, Aristotle. He was the first person who categorized all animals based on one feature, that is laying of eggs or give birth to babies, whether they have wings or legs. Now the second was Theophrastus. He was the first person who categorized or classified plants on the basis of their size. Now let's come to the natural system of classification. In this system of classification, the organisms are classified based on their external structure, internal structure, growth, development, reproduction and other life processes. Under natural system of classification, Carolus Linnaeus given two kingdom classification in the year 1758. Now we will discuss about first two kingdom classification. This two kingdom classification given by Carolus Linnaeus was considerably accepted and considered by and got recognition and accepted by different biologists, and it was remained in use for a long period of time. And according to this system of classification, all the organisms are categorized into two kingdoms, that is kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Plantae includes the plants or organisms which did not move but they could prepare their own food. Whereas kingdom Animalia includes the animals or organisms that could move but could not prepare their own food. But this was the most acceptable classification and considerable, but as more and more information started emerging regarding different plants and animals, this was found to be inadequate, because there were some plants who has the physical features like plant but they cannot make their food, and there were some animals who has the features like animals but they can make their food. So at that time there was a requirement of the another classification and that was given by R.H. Whitaker in the year 1969, and that was 5 kingdom classification. R.H. Whitaker classified all the living organisms into 5 kingdoms: Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. First, in today's class, you will learn about Kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera includes all the unicellular and prokaryotic organisms. Unicellular means the organism which is made up of a single cell, and prokaryotic means the organisms which do not have a true nucleus, means nucleus is not surrounded by a nuclear membrane. One example is there, that is example is bacteria. Bacteria, it has a unicellular structure and it is a prokaryotic cell. Bacteria are found in 4 different shapes. First shape is cocci, means round shape or circular in shape. Bacilli bacteria, that is in rod shaped, and spirilla, that is spiral shaped. And the 4th shape of bacteria is Vibrio, it means comma shaped bacteria. Bacteria, it has different usefulness in our, it is used, there are some bacteria which are useful for us. So bacteria are classified based on useful bacteria and harmful bacteria. Useful bacteria means they have some use in our life, and harmful bacteria which causes diseases. So first, usefulness of bacteria. Bacteria is also used as a decomposer, as bacteria can decompose the remains of dead plants and organisms. Bacteria is also used to increase the fertility of soil by nitrogen fixation process. Bacteria is also useful in making different food products like curd, cheese and vinegar. And bacteria is also useful in our digestion, as certain bacteria live in the digestive tract of animals like cows, goat and sheep. Now let's come to the harmful bacteria. There are some bacteria which causes different type of diseases. And bacteria can cause disease in animals, humans and plants. The diseases are tuberculosis, tetanus, whooping cough, cholera, leprosy, etc. Bacteria also spoils our food, and bacteria also cause urinary tract infection. The useful bacteria and harmful bacteria, you can for useful bacteria and harmful bacteria, just go through the textbook, it is given in detail there. Now today's homework, question number 1, what are the 3 criteria on which 5 kingdom classification is based? Question number 2, why was there a need to classify organisms? Question number 3, write a short note on harmful bacteria. Write all the answers in your biology notebook. Thank you.